will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hands it off. Just ran over it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Looking to throw at Simpson. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Great place to start for this offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Running to the left. Miles through the defense. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Wants to go up top. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. It's Simpson. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. H. Williams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Makes the grab. It's Bernard. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the 1st half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. He wants it all. Looking to get it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Moore. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Got a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Manning. He's got it. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he will score! Touchdown, Texas!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that two-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, and made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something we practice all season long, and they execute the two-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Got his man down the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. starts a drive trying to go up top to the tight end. And a good
juggling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pulls it in. It's Wingo. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Highland.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. What a way to start this game. Try to rattle them right off the bat with an onside kick, and it pays off. Moore to the air. There's a Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Ducks want to move quickly. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the... And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, you want to start fast and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And the defense just setting the tone right away in the first drive of the game. Quarterback scrambling, is able to get free, but they put a massive shot on him. I don't know if this dude can make it the whole game taking hits like that.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Casper.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Casper. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end into the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moore will throw. Bringing the heat. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. They'll run the screen. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it on the left. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Klubnik. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Randall. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Moore to the air. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Caught over the middle. It's Benson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Snap from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Ducks come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out of space.
Sliding for the goal line, and the ball's out. Touchdown, Clemson. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing low in his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Moore will throw. Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Benson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Benson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the sticks. It's Benson. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Garcia.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Moore to the air. Right on the money. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. From the red zone, looking for a space. using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Snap in the shotgun. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Firing to the right, complete. They found a way to get him the rock, but he has stopped short, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's a big stop by this defense. And now if you're the offense, I'm down by 3. I can tie this thing up in the fourth quarter. Kick that field goal.
Nestled just inside that right upright. Just over a minute to play. Will we get a finish, or are we headed to overtime? Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
That's reeled in. It's Randall. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to keep this drive alive. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. With the catch, it's Randall. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They could really use a few yards here on third down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Moore will throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the move from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at 30. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Got him downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Ross. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Got it in the middle. It's Pena. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. Gonna look downfield again. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.